From beautiful Delray Beach, Florida, welcome to the 2020 Yellow Tennis Ball Junior Tennis Championships, the girls edition.
Right now, what we're looking at is a great opportunity for our county. For hopefully will be a catalyst for more recovery of sports. Like I said, the team right here at Players International Management is really leading the way.
I like the virtual tournament check-in stuff because we don't have to go to the tournament desk, and we can just do it in our car, like without having like any risks.
Yeah, it's been really great to get back on the court after the quarantine. I feel like a lot of matches under my belt, the pressure, so it's been really great.
Well, I can't wait to play right now, so it'll be fun.
For you to be your most powerful, most productive, and most passionate, you also need to be your most healthy. But for you to be your most happy, you just need to save money. Celebrating 25 years of helping you be your most healthy and most happy. Vitacost.com. Live naturally, shop wisely.
Delray Beach is the perfect destination, featuring a bustling downtown of trendy shops and gourmet restaurants, vibrant arts district, and scenic vistas. Home to world-class tennis tournaments, pristine golf courses, and award-winning beaches, this oceanfront community is rich in history and cultural diversity. Delray Beach is truly an unforgettable experience, and we invite you to enjoy the warmth of our climate and the hospitality of our people. Delray Beach, Florida's village by the sea.
Welcome back to the USTA Yellow Tennis Ball Junior Tennis Championships, the girls edition. From beautiful Delray Beach, Florida, welcome to the 2020 Yellow Tennis Ball Junior Tennis Championships. Hello, everybody. I'm Carl Foster, along with the Director of Player Relations for the tournaments here, Adam Barron. And Adam, it's great to be back out again. The first real events here in South Florida. We had the boys last week. This week we have the girls, 12s, 14s, 16s, and 18s. So I know a lot of work, a lot of preparation had to go in to get this tournament ready.
Yes, with the help of the city, the Palm Beach County Sports Commission, and the staff, everyone's been great. Sunny weather. It's great to be back into having some matches and kids participating right now. It's great.
And you are a junior tennis player yourself. You played all these tournaments, #2 in the world. How tough is it now? You seeing the adjustments, because this is a whole new world. We're wearing face masks, sanitation, virtual check-in. So you guys had to do a lot of different things. But how are the players enjoying it right now, and the parents? Are they adapting?
I think everyone is so happy to be playing tennis that it's wonderful. You don't hear a lot of complaints like usual, but if you didn't have a lot of things to do before, now you have a lot more things to do. But you know what? Safety is the #1 priority, and if we have to do a bunch of things to get everything ready for tennis, we'll do it. It doesn't matter. We'll do what it takes.
Well, we're glad to have tennis back. We got the girls 12s, 14, 16, 18, so we're going to have 4 champions here at the Yellow Tennis Ball Junior Championships coming up here on Fox Sports. These young ladies have such a passion for the sport of tennis. They found a way to continue to improve their game during the pandemic layoff and look forward to returning to the competition. Were you able to play much before, during the pandemic? Were you able to play much?
Yeah, my coach and my whole academy kind of found ways to different courts. If there weren't any courts, we're just running a lot every single day doing fitness.
Have you been able to train much during the pandemic?
Yeah, I've had friends with private courts in their houses, so they've let me train, so I've been thankful for that.
What's your plans for the rest of the year?
Try to play as many tournaments as I can, hopefully go back to school, play some high school tennis.
I was Sam Mita, the Director of Parks and Rec for the city of Delray Beach, and the first real big events here outdoors since the COVID really hit us with these junior tournaments. And what goes into the planning, and what had to be done before you could even approve an event like this?
There is a lot that goes into the planning in these unprecedented times. of course, it's safety, right? Safety for all of our participants, staff that are in the venue and all involved, and the promoter of the event. So we really worked with a lot of different aspects, a lot of different groups, just trying to come up with a safety protocol that makes sense and ensures everyone is, maximum safety at all times. I'm really proud of the team, from the event promoters, from Players International Management, the support we got from Palm Beach Sports Commission, and here at the City of Delray Beach and staff here at the Tennis Center. Just really proud of some of the measures that they've put in place, from the social distancing that we're all becoming so much more familiar with, sanitizing all touch points throughout the facility, even using facility rented foggers and misters to disinfect any inside things like bathrooms, and really just looking at all of those aspects with a fine-tooth comb, and again working with the USTA to really finalize and fine-tune that, and that's really where we go when we look into approve an event.
There's a lot of thought and a significant process that goes in place right now before we would recommend to the county that an event take place. And we worked with Ivan and his team weeks in terms of the planning process. They laid out an incredible plan with extensive safety guidelines. It met all of the requirements that was in place by the CDC with their guidelines for youth sports, the requirements as set forth by our county, and that will continue. Every event will be analyzed, the plan will be analyzed before it's actually implemented. The pandemic has struck sports like no other crisis that I've seen. I've been a very big advocate, and I've often told the story about youth sports and how youth sports is the most recession-resistant product for tourism and entertainment. When discretionary spending is declining, families prioritize their children and their ability to play in youth sports. However, during a pandemic with the health crisis, sports has been the most vulnerable product. And so I'm just so excited that we're here today and we're seeing one of the first events in Florida and the first tournament-style event in Palm Beach County take place. And I believe this will be a catalyst for a great recovery of sports here in the coming months.
Looking at down the road here for the upcoming months, I mean, you guys have your hands on several events here that still haven't been canceled, but you got to go almost day to day now.
It really is. Actions and thought processes change by the hour, and right now what we're looking at is a great opportunity for our county, for hopefully will be a catalyst for more recovery of sports. Like I said, the team right here at Players International Management is really leading the way. Since the pandemics began, our county has seen a complete stop. Just like the sports universe, we've come to a complete stop in terms of hosting events. The only events that we've seen is a few made-for-TV events, and in terms of a tournament-style format, this is the first event in our county, one of the first in the state of Florida, and the first in Palm Beach County, and it's being handled in such a responsible way. So we're glad to support this effort, and as you said, hopefully as we start to get deeper into the summer and we get into the fall, hopefully we'll see more sports events come back to life in a very careful and responsible manner. Tennis is a great sport to compete in no matter what environment, and it has natural distancing built within the sport. Right. So I'm hoping that this is the beginning of a lot more tennis here in the coming weeks.
All right, George, thanks a lot. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Coming up, we'll hear from some schools that help develop student athletes and manage their busy schedules and are uniquely equipped to respond to the challenges of the COVID pandemic.
Delray Beach is the perfect destination, featuring a bustling downtown of trendy shops and gourmet restaurants, vibrant arts district, and scenic vistas. Home to world-class tennis tournaments, pristine golf courses, and award-winning beaches, this oceanfront community is rich in history and cultural diversity. Delray Beach is truly an unforgettable experience, and we invite you to enjoy the warmth of our climate and the hospitality of our people. Delray Beach, Florida's village by the sea.
Score at the Top was a great partner and sponsor at this tournament, and we were encouraged to hear about their custom strategies for these student athletes. With Robin Cantor, head of schools at Score at the Top, and let's talk about overall what your role is and how exciting it is to have student athletes in the online school.
We are a sponsor of the tournament. We sponsored the balls. We especially wanted to sponsor this tournament because of the social distancing that they were offering. Everybody is being so safe and protective and making sure that the athletes can get back on the court, which for our students and for our kids' mental health, that's so important, especially athletes who are used to being out there all the time. We have been working with athletes for over 10 years through our not just online school, but in-person school as well. We're about one size fits you, not one size fits all, which is perfect for student athletes. We can fit all of their schooling across the world, country, or just in the state of Florida into a schedule that meets both their academic and their athletic needs.
What are some of the challenges with the COVID? Obviously all the social distancing and the different aspects, but how are the athletes dealing with this and how are you guys dealing with it?
You know, it was pretty seamless for us because this has been one of the things we've been doing for over a decade. Unlike other schools that really had to increase their technology and figure out what are we going to do and how are we going to do it, we've been doing online and in-person one-on-one for athletes, like I said, for over a decade. So it was seamless for us. Whether or not an athlete is in the state of Florida or traveling for tournaments to California, even Europe, we've had students in Vietnam and China. We find the time, according to their schedule and their time zone, for them to be able to meet with a live teacher one-on-one. We do synchronous education, so nothing is on their own. They always get their 1 hour per subject with each teacher, and that's how they get their education. And it helps them a lot because there's not all that increase, I have to learn on my own, homework on my own. They're doing it live with a certified instructor with them.
And what are the age groups you deal with most, and how active is tennis involved with your school programs and the student athletes for tennis?
So we serve students kindergarten through 12th grade. I would say most of our students are 6th through 12th grade, especially our athletes, because that's the time that you really start specializing. And we've had a number of tennis players over the years, especially 2 years ago, we had one that was accepted to Stanford's tennis program, and luckily she got a year in last year before COVID hit to be able to play at the collegiate level. So college education and consulting, working with NCAA to make sure their courses are approved, is a key component of what we can offer student athletes that other schools can't.
In our 16s finals, we saw Catherine Goldman take on Ida Issa. Catherine from Hollywood, Florida is the number 2 seed and was tested in her semifinal against Isabella Aguiar. 4-2, 3-4, winning the third set tiebreak by 2. Ida Issa from Palm Beach Gardens made her way a little smoother after winning her semifinal in straight sets, 4-love and 4-2. Ida Issa came out strong in the first set, winning 4-2 and controlling even in the second set. Then Catherine Goldman found her strokes and came back to rally for a 4-3 second set win, forcing a third set tiebreak, which she took handily. Catherine Goldman, you win the 16s here. Tough match. You came back after losing the first set. Talk about the match a little bit.
Well, I mean, so in the first set, I was just kind of like trying to do my own thing, I guess. I mean, I was just trying to attack, and I was just trying to like figure out how to play against her, and I couldn't figure it out for a really long time because no matter how hard I hit, like she always got it back, and then she hit in the other direction, and I was missing a lot of stuff too. So, and then it's like between the 2 sets, I went to the bathroom like to calm down a little bit because I was going crazy, and Well, then it was like I was down 3-1, I think, something like that. And I don't know, I just kind of thought like, well, I have nothing to lose, might as well just start hitting as hard as I can, screaming as loud as I can, why not? And I think it kind of started working, so just continue doing it.
You came back. It's a little tougher now because you go a third set tie break and the games are shorter. So
yeah.
When did you feel the match actually changed? You know,
I felt the match changed once. I mean, I guess once I started like every single time I'm ever losing, and it's like my opponent has one more game until she wins the match. I always just kind of start playing much better because like I don't have anything to lose, so like I just start doing like. I don't know, just doing whatever. And most of the time it kind of works.
Well, it's good after the pandemic. Now you come out, you get your first win. What's in store for you the rest of the year?
Well, I mean, trying to win the bigger tournaments as well in my own division, like 14s, because I can still play in 14s, so why not?
They're playing up good.
Yeah, so.
All right, well, you had a tough tournament. You had a lot of matches yesterday, so
yeah.
Congratulations on a great tournament.
Thank you.
When we come back, the 18s final and building on 150 years of innovation in education, the Dwight Global Online School is committed to educating the next generation of innovative global leaders.
For you to be your most powerful, most productive, and most passionate, you also need to be your most healthy. But for you to be your most happy, you just need to save money. Celebrating 25 years of helping you be your most healthy and most happy. Vitacost.com. Live naturally, shop wisely.
Blake Spahn, Vice Chancellor of Dwight Schools, gives us insight to their innovative world-class programs.
We were one of the first private schools to actually start a purely online school called Dwight Global Online. And the idea of Dwight Global is very simple, which is to really create the atmosphere of a top private school online. And with COVID, all of our schools actually had to go online, along with everybody else. Now, the difference is, I think we're going to see a lot more acceptance from parents of online education. And I think that's something that's going to be critical, because there's a lot of advantages to it. The great thing about Dwight is, as the kids are playing ITFs, they can go and actually, if they're in Seoul, spend time in Dwight Seoul or at Dwight Shanghai and actually meet some of the teachers there, or actually have a place to study. We started 7 years ago really to be the premier #1 online school. We started it with the founder of Stanford Online High School, and his dream was really to create that next iteration of Stanford Online. And that's what we've really been trying to do, and what we have done. Dwight Global Online was started really for those pre-professional children. So for the tennis players that needed to train 4 hours every day, that needed flexibility because they were playing ITFs, ballerinas, critical, actors, actresses. What we're seeing now is people that are not pre-professional, particularly because of COVID or being afraid, a number of people wanting to go fully online, seeing that their children did well over the last few months. Dwight Global is not for everybody. We are a more rigorous academic institution, so if you're a parent and you want your child to go to a top 30 university, Dwight Global is the school for you. For us, it was very important that the university saw us similar to the way they see our bricks and mortar schools. That's the critical thing.
In our 18s finals, we saw the number 1 seed Allison Isaacs up against Cecilia Alcabe-Garabay. Allison from Boca Raton, Florida, is the number 1 seed and had to pull off a come-from-behind win in her semifinal against the number 3 seed Valerie Centeno, losing love 4 in the first set, then coming back to dominate the second set, 4-love, forcing a third set tiebreak, which she won to advance to the finals. After dropping 1 set in the quarterfinal round, Cecilia Alcabe-Garabay from Miami, Florida, eased into the finals with a semifinal straight set win, 4-love, 4-2. Number 1 seed Allison Isaac defeated Cecilia Alcabe-Garabay, but Garabay came out strong in the first set, winning 4-1. Then Allison Isaacs, the top seed, rallied at 4-1, forcing a third set tiebreak. And after a 30-minute rain delay, both ladies came back out on the court, and it was the number 1 seed Allison Isaacs taking the victory. Yeah, Allison, we had a little bit of a delay there, split sets, but talk about the match overall, because you came out, you won the first set, then she came bouncing back in the second set, then you had a little bit of a rain delay, but what was the difference in the 2 sets?
So the match was so tough in general. I've known her a really long time. For me, the first set I was coming out swinging. She was a little late on my pace of my balls, and I let the second set, I gave her a little too much time to set up and hit. That's kind of her game style. So in the third set, it was really tough because I just lost the second set and it started pouring, and it was really tough 30 minutes underneath the stadium, but I'm really glad I pulled out. I was just stuck to my game plan and just stayed aggressive and dictate the point.
You think after losing the second set and the rain delay, did that help you, or did it give you time to think about it a little bit?
Yeah, well, it was really helpful because I got to speak with my coach, and he calmed me down because my energy level was really down in the second set compared to the first set, which is why I lost the second set. So it really helped me to kind of calm myself and kind of get through the match.
Talk about you're the number 1 seed in the tournament. Do you feel any extra pressure when you come in as the number 1 seed? Because everybody's sort of looking at you as the person to beat.
Yeah, well, being the 1 seed is kind of fun in general, but there is a lot of pressure because everyone's kind of hunting you down in a way. So, yeah, I would say there's a lot more pressure.
And what about the tournament overall and just all the changes, and where do you go from here?
Yeah, so the tournament, this is a huge confidence boost for me. I felt like the layoff was so frustrating because I'm really competitive. But from here, I was supposed to go to California for the National Hard Courts, but that recently just got canceled. So I'm probably going to play some ITA, UTR events that have been going on. And yeah, this experience has been really great. The short scoring is a little nerve-wracking, but I hope that they can continue playing tournaments because that's what we're here to do. And that's kind of what I want to be doing in college and in pros.
Okay, well, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And that's our special edition from beautiful Delray Beach of the 2020 Yellow Tennis Ball Junior Tennis Championships. Adam Barron joining us, putting on another great event. We had the boys, the girls this week. What do we look forward to in the fall? It's our new normal here with social distancing and masks, but I know you guys are working on several other events for the rest of the year.
Yes, you know, the Yellow Tennis Ball Series that we put on, a bunch of different USTA events, national level, some of the top level Florida events as well. A lot of kids coming in. People want to get back to action, play tennis, and you know, the weather's beautiful, and we got a lot of things coming up in the future. We're excited.
And it's, you know, it's very big for the juniors because, you know, they're looking at colleges, they're looking at possibly turning pro at some point, but junior terms are very important for their futures and their careers.
Well, of course. I mean, you know, the number one goal I would think is college, and then, you know, obviously that very few people can go pro and make, you know, living on the tour, but, you know, college is so important for these kids, and getting out here and just playing a sport, it's so good for the mental attitude and physically as well.
All right, Adam Barron, I'm Carl Foster. Enjoy your tennis wherever you may be playing now, and stay safe.